My name is Hyunjung Lee from Asian Voices Europe. We work in the field of anti-racism with a focus on intersectional approaches to combating discrimination and to shape the inclusive policy. Especially, we also having more focus on research in anti-Asian racism, both nationally and across Europe. Known about the migration policy group for quite some time through your publication and policy brief, which have been very valuable resource in our group's work as well. And most recently, we had a chance to take participation in MPG's forum on structural racism, which take place in October 2024, last year. Our group think that the contribution of this forum was bringing the perspective from the most recent work of MPG, especially on the importance of recognizing the structural racism and to build the more strong and inclusive anti-racism strategy. And I think the event was very engaging and thoughtful with lots of expert speakers and meaningful discussion with other partners so that we can strengthening the anti-racism strategy in the future. And I think it really shows the MPG's continued leadership for the last 30 years, how to bridging the research, network, policies, and civil society voices. What I deeply value about MPG's work is that the way how MPG hold the space between the policy-focused research, but also bridging to the lived experience of the racialized communities in Europe, because there's not an easy balance to strike, but I can see that MPG does it with clarity. And also the work that we have referred to, whether through the indicator policy brief or engagement in the EU level advocacy, I can see MPG consistently bring forward the more actionable knowledge, which is timely and relevant and accessible, so that we can also refer to that, what we can also view in our report and data collection and anti-Asian racism in the report. And what I wanted to highlight was that I totally agree that MPG also does understand that racism is not just personal matter of the attitudes or isolated incidents. Rather, they very clearly recognize that this is embedded in the system and legal framework and institutions, so that it kind of brings that the importance of legal survey, which also we are doing it. So that's kind of things that MPG has essential in helping others also recognize this complexity of racism, not just doing the tokenism or short-term gesture. So the key strength of this publication and research is actually to bringing from the commitment to the long-term thinking, because I can see the MPG does not just react to the crisis per se, but it helps build a more long-term infrastructure for the change, like setting standards for data collection or what is the legal discrepancy for the strategy, so that how to design the effective national action plan, for example, or what is the important policy environment that are capable for the transformation, so that those kind of published work really cultivate a lot of changes. And as I see as one of the member in the NGO, MPG represent the model of how anti-racism organization could be, like a principled, but also informed and collaborative. Yeah. As MPG has now its 30th birthday, I want to say congratulations first, and thank you for all ongoing dedication to the equitable society. And looking for the future, I hope MPG continues to lead with the same vision and purpose. And I hope that with this vision, maybe we can add more intersectional dimension of racism, especially if that is rooted in the more gender or queerness, or also based on the migrant status or age. It can be many things, like also disability, so that this intersectional dimension of racism become more deeply explored through the future research. So as many people are aware, the challenges ahead are real, but I do believe that MPG continues to inspire to other works. So happy birthday.